different. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say because, man, everybody was fired up. I'm talking about especially black people. We was fired up, man. You know, I don't care how you slice it, how you dice it, how you serve it, how you put it. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about what I seen with my own eyes. What I seen, that's something that just should not happen, period. Especially from the people who's supposed to protect and serve. I don't care what color you are. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how hard it hit me. So hard that same day I wrote a song. I went and found this. I heard this Nipsey Hussle joint, the Nipsey, I forgot her name, featuring Stacy, whatever. I wanted to give her a proper, respects, but it's Nipsey Hussle featuring Stacy. So if you go type that in YouTube, whatever, it'll pop up. You know what I mean? And the song is dope. And so I was just like, damn, I wonder if you got an instrumental with that, right? So yeah, he had an instrumental, or it was somebody actually made an instrumental. So what I did was I blended the real with the instrumental, and with this remade instrumental, and then I wrote to it and got on my band lab and I recorded it, and boom, you know what I'm saying? Rest is history. But put Malcolm in there, put Martin Luther piece in there at the end or whatever, Malcolm in the front that started off, and put a little video together, man. And I was just, man, that joint, man, I don't know how people felt about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how other people felt. I'm talking about personally. I can only speak for me, but that joint made me cry, man. Like, that made me cry to just know that a person could be done like that, but a person done like that, not necessarily by another person as far as like just a civilian. You know what I'm saying? Like this a police officer that did this, and just to watch that, man. I think what it was for me was hearing the man plead. The man was calling for his mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's deep when it gets down to that type of degree right there. The man's calling for his mother. His mother is deceased. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it was just deep, man. And so I knew that, like I said, things was gonna be different. I knew that people were about to rise up. Like, people were about to rise. I knew that because if they felt the same way I felt sitting there watching that, man, come on, man, that was just crazy, man. That was crazy. And so, from that, we had the riots, we had the, demonstrations, Black Lives Matter, what have you. And let me clear something up, man. Like, I'm gonna just put it out there. It's 2020. Almost the end of we at the end of the year, so it's almost the beginning of a new year. But let me just put it out, because it might be kind of old news, but it's still running. But the whole Black Lives Matter thing. First of all, everyone that's white, I love y'all, respect all human beings. I don't care what color you are, but everyone is white. Understand something. Don't think that every black person is about Black Lives Matter or supports Black Lives Matter because I'm black. You see what I'm saying? Now, with that said and out the way, now let me give you my point of view, my personal take on that. Now, I respect Black Lives Matter and the movement that was going on, what they were doing, being on the ground, doing what they do. And then I also understand the flip side of there were people that wasn't part of that real movement, that were agitators, that were doing things that wasn't part of that movement, that made Black Lives Matter look like, well, we just going and looting and tearing things, you know what I'm saying? So, it was people that wasn't part of that. They took advantage of what was going on, it was other people who, I know I seen a video of some white girls who had spray painted BLM. So I don't know where this was at, but they spray painted it. Somebody was recording it. They spray painted BLM on something, and the black girls rolled up on them and asked them what they was doing, why they doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she was like, you doing that, they gonna end up blaming us. You see what I'm saying? So, as far as like all that go, I understand that it was people that was making the movement look bad. Now this is my I ain't gonna say my issue or nothing with the movement, but this is what I think about the movement too on that level. I think that yeah, man, look, our lives do matter all the time. I don't care what the situation or circumstance is, you know. But our lives can't just matter when the police kill us. We have to use that platform. If you saying Black Lives Matter, Black Lives have to matter all the way across the board. So we have to address every issue that's dealing with Black Lives Matter, period. You see what I'm saying? So if we talking about Black Lives Matter with the police, then we got to address that. If we talking about Black Lives Matter with black on black, you know what I'm saying? We got to talk about that. We got to address that. Whatever Black lives is included in or mixed up in, we got to address any of those situations or issues, man. And I just have a problem with, there is a large amount of black on black crime. I see and read about it every day. And it's actually sickening to read about little kids getting killed and little babies getting killed on the behalf of nothing. You see what I'm saying? On some street culture, whatever you want to call it, people losing their lives every day in the black community from black perpetrators, from black people, from other black people that's supposed to love, their relatives or their people or whoever and end up killing them. You know what I'm saying? So this thing goes on, and so I feel like Black lives have to apply to that all the time, on any situation. And so we really, really need to address the issue that we have with the violence amongst ourselves. We have to address that. We got to stop trying to ignore it and trying to put all our energy. And my thing is, if you're going to put that energy, if you're going to put that energy into Black Lives Matter, as far as like police brutality is concerned, then you have to put that same energy in my brothers killing other brothers. Just ain't right, man. You know what I mean? Like we got to invest in that. You know what I'm saying? The babies and what the babies see. So that, and then from that movement with Black Lives Matter, I don't know what month it was, but the George Floyd was in May. So by mid-June, late June, I guess, we started hearing about Breonna Taylor, and people may have already heard about Breonna Taylor, but we started hearing about that. That came up, and it was like, oh, that has to be investigated, because this, and that was a crazy situation. That won't right either, and that woman deserved justice. I don't care what people try to paint her as, saying this and that. People gonna smear and try to tear your name down and talk about you, and that's wrong too, because the woman is dead, so it's like, have some respect for her, you know what I'm saying? But But I don't believe none of those theories about her being, connected to drugs, anything. And they have proven that. They've shown that she, basically, my whole thing with that is, in a nutshell, if you give her family millions and millions and millions of dollars, what was the reason for doing that? That's to say, I'm sorry. I apologize because I was wrong. So here's some compensation for my F up. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a little bit of something. This ain't gonna repay you for that because I don't have that much money for that, but here's a little something. That's what that was, man. You see what I'm saying? So, um, we've just had too many situations with that. This year alone, man, I don't even want to get into a whole bunch of names of people that have been killed at the hands of the police, man. I don't want to get into all of that. But we know, we've seen it all throughout this year. So something has to change with that. And like I said, I'm not, because I'm not really all into the whole political vibe of things, because I know really at the end of the day, I don't think either side really has a real respect for people as a whole, but especially black people. So I don't dig either side. I don't really care either way it goes, whose side, whatever. But I'm about right, and so I feel like that's something that has been taken away from the political arena. The morality has never been there really, but I'm just saying, like, just to do right for the people, by the people, because the people put you there. So do something for the people that need to be done. So, and that's that. But so let's work our way down a little bit. So yeah, that was what, June or something, what have you. Year in review, man. Yeah, you know what I realized, man. Just going through the months, I realized that I left out a very important date of this year that had everybody, I mean, everybody, you know, toe up, man. Like, and I'm kicking myself in the ass because I'm like, how could I forget about that, man? Man, Kobe, man. Kobe, Kobe, dog. Let me tell you, first of all, anybody know me with basketball, I'm a Boston fan. Celtics all day. Still got more championships. Well, now we tied because Brian, he just bought him one home. So we tied with LA with the most wins in NBA franchise history. So it's still cool. But anyway, like I love basketball, and I love them dudes that play ball. And he was a dude who did that. Like, he played ball, man. Like, he was nice, from back when. And because he played for LA and my team is Boston, I had a natural hate with him. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't real hate. Just hated because, damn, he good. You know what I'm saying? But it was, I could tell you a story, man, that have to do with Kobe. I got a cousin. I'm gonna leave her anonymous. I love her to death. Shout out to you, cuz. I love you. Hope everybody doing good, fam. Know a couple of other people's I just seen, so I know they doing good. But anyway, I got this cuzzo, who at the time was staying locally in my area, so I went to go see her. And the games was on. It was Boston and L.A. I can't remember what year this was at the time, but she has two kids. She has a boy and a girl. And it was before the girl was born. The girl is the oldest. So it was before the girl was. She